Good morning, besties. Another day, another dollar. What a crazy day yesterday. Dump and pump yesterday. We just hit that 4-hour buy side as well. I still have more buy side up here. So vote for your bias in the chat. See where today gets us. Yesterday was a wild zigzag. So what ended up happening was I saw this huge dump and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna trade this. That Microsoft news, like after a huge dump like that, probably gonna consolidate, and we did. But what caught my attention was 10:35. They had that headline saying, "Oh, that news that came out about Microsoft lowering AI quotas." Microsoft came out and said, "No, that didn't happen." Essentially, so fake news. Then I tried. I got some longs in. I didn't hold until the full buy side on Nasdaq. I got out basically when ES hit this high, and then I was like, all right, I got things to do. But we've held this all overnight. We still have more buy side left, so still bullish. And I mean, I think that this push up is kind of interesting here, actually. We'll see how this today goes. I think we have some red folder news. Is that true? We already had it, 8:30. Okay. We have 12 p.m. a Fed member speaks, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not too worried because now it is the blackout period for Fed speakers. Change my glasses and then get into business mode. Oh. I'm gonna open in about 8 minutes. Good morning, chat. Good morning. Good morning, Jenny, 27. Benji got lucky. Send it to my email and then put that in the subject line. I'll have my assistant look out for it. Put like your name in the subject line. Benji got lucky. Swifty NYC. Simon says, what is your bias, LMAO? Have you seen 1 hour candle? So vote. 67% voted bullish so far. Yeah. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Yeah, I mean, I want to think that ideally, if we're going to have clean price action, this low holds, and we just go psh, You go from here to here. But this market doesn't really seem to be doing things the easy way most of the time. What's my bias today? Bullish. This has been there since like 2 days ago. See what it says? Bullish only. If I take a short, you guys can like hate on me. I give you full permission. Because then I wouldn't be following my plan. So 67% of the chat agree with me, and they're looking for bullish setups as well. Sweater weather. Yeah, I got my teddy bear, Ralph Lauren, golfing. He's golfing. I don't know, I think this is probably a whiskey he's holding. All right. 5 minutes to open. Gotta pay attention. Gotta make sure all my accounts are copying correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, ideally I want this to hold the 9 a.m. low. So I want to see that at the open. Try to see, was there any SMT during London? It's the London low here. London low. I would think that we're in expansion mode now. London made a low. We got some resting lows here. Yes, came back into a little 15-minute here. Broke this high, retraced again, didn't break this low. Made another high. This is the swing low that made the swing high. So yeah, I would ideally want to see this low hold and this low hold on NASDAQ and ES. So now we're opening up. Basically, we're going to have a 15-minute FEG from free market. ES, where do I think ES is going to go? I mean, I think we have this buy side up here. I think it's the same buy side as NASDAQ on the, on the 12th. All right, 1 minute till the open. Let's close the poll. %66 bullish. Bearish is 21, neutral is 13. It said to be careful going long here. I forgot what it said. 9 a.m. low has no bottom wick. Yeah, that's what I think. I want this low to stay intact, really. This low has a wick. Anyway, let's find out. Of course, what I'm going to do is wait for a market structure shift back up to the upside, I think. Well, actually, I don't really need to. I'm sure some people are just going to go long within this. I'll actually see what that looks like. I think I'd rather just kind of wait a bit, even if it wicks this area. If I do, and I do go like this is a 2R. So I even just get into the top of this FEG. So if it runs back down and then back up, you know, I want to see what this 15-minute looks like. Here we are at the open. Okay, Meta's up 5%. Google's up 0.8%. Nvidia's up 0.5%. Why is Meta up 5%? They had earnings? Yeah, they had earnings. Okay. They had a 26% year-over-year increase in earnings, passing analyst expectations by 3.4%. Strong quarter for Meta. Cool. Mark Zuckerberg is happy. Mark Zuckerberg is happy. The Zuck. First presented FEG. I mean, like, we have two huge ones here now. The one from 9:30, you know, people don't really count as the first presented, but it's still huge bearish FEG from the open. ES didn't really drop as much. Yes, definitely stronger. So, person that said that this is no wick, let's see if it takes out the wick, and let's see if it keeps this intact. Honestly, if it does take this out, I'm like, yeah, it's not going to be a clean bullish day like usual. Yeah. Oh, NASDAQ. Okay, so we took that 4-hour buy side. Came back, took out London low now for the NASI. Whew. I don't really have an idea here. I'm bullish, so Kind of like yesterday, there's no like key level, unfortunately. There's no 1 hour bullish, even a 15-minute bullish FEG to look at right now. Sheesh. All right, we just dropped like 160 points from the open. It's not going to be an easy bullish day. Look at that hourly. Person said, what's your bias? Look at the hourly chart. Yeah, we were all the way up here, and then we reversed. Damn. Oof. What's going on, chat? Is there any news? I don't think so. I think it's just a lot of craziness in the market right now. Lot of craziness. Like, it's a lot of fuckery, isn't it? All right, so I mean, what the hell are we gonna do, chat? Yeah, I'm just gonna wait until this 15 minutes over. It'd be hilarious if it just wicks and it has a huge and it closes above here, or closes whatever strongly like that. I mean, nothing like that is out of the question. So let's see. It took out London low with this FEG here. What is this? This is with this FEG here. The last FEG before the London low and the 4-hour low are taken. So a lot of people are going to look at that to be seen if that's like going to get inverted there. I was hoping for a nice bullish morning. Why? Why we like this? What's chat saying? Gonna be chop until FOMC? Someone else is targeting yesterday's low. Ever think of double purge? I do think about it sometimes, Chris Fisher. Yeah, maybe it's yeah. Maybe it will do that. Nvidia decent, it's up 1.5%. Apple's down 0.4, Google's down 0.7, Amazon's down 0.8, Meta's still holding strong. Microsoft is up 0.2. Okay. Let's see how ES is doing. S&P 500. Health technology is down. All right. So ES, did it end up? It took out this low again. I'm sloppy. Didn't take out London low. Nasdaq did. Maybe that's what the bulls need. Divergence there. I don't know. It's kind of disappointing that we didn't hold these lows. So if we go up, it's obviously a high resistance move up. So I actually got to be careful about entries and stops. Okay. So I definitely don't want to chase if I'm going long today. And wait 50% retracement if I do go long. And stop at a swing low. Well, it's trying. It's definitely trying. So yeah, we have 5 minutes left in this 15-minute FEG. I mean, a 15-minute candle. Someone said, I missed the short at the open. I didn't miss anything because I wasn't bear biased. I stayed safe. That FOMO mentality is what wrecks accounts. Stand up next to you. God bless the USA. It's going to be a disappointing day, isn't it? Oh my, she has a voice. Yeah, I have a voice. Doesn't mean it's a good one. Apparently, some people say I suck. But oh well, I'll bless you with it anyway. The funniest thing is when people say, Tanya, keep your day job. My day job is being a trader and a live streamer. So I mean, this singing is my day job if I want to sing on stream. Ha ha ha. Loopholes. Loopholes, loopholes. Power's getting to her head. Oh no. Oh no. Chat should get to pick some songs. Yeah, put in a request. I'm sad, you guys. We were all bullish bias. And then it just... This is literally what happened in the morning yesterday, didn't it? Isn't this what happened? It was like before the open, just flipped. Dropped it. How many points did I drop yesterday morning? Like 250 or something pre-market. How much was it? 250, yeah. How much did we drop now? Like 170? I'm gonna count from here. From here, it's 165. From here, it's 180, 170. I'll put out the buy side here. I feel like it's going to be like a similar delivery to yesterday. So, yesterday had some sort of catalyst with that Microsoft coming out and being like, no, we didn't say that. Yeah, yesterday was pre-market, today was NY open. That's true. Yes, it's flat on the day. Nasdaq's down to 0.22%. Sad. What are we gonna do? This 15 minutes does not look good. I wonder if Kane took this short here. The 30-second inversions there. It did reach up during New York Open, maybe. Maybe. I don't think it reached up, honestly, though. Maybe not. Actually, likely not. Yeah, it's exactly 13. And then come up to this one. Come up into this bearishness. But yeah, okay. This is a pointing 15-minute close. I know. I was hoping like a fast move down and a fast move up. We're not going to get that. Yeah, I just want bullish setup, so not too much here. Trying to see where, like, are there any other levels to be looked at where we can potentially bounce? I don't see much, to be honest with you. Someone said M15 inversed, so he's bearish now. I know, buddy. That's the thing. I really don't see anything where Nasdaq is like, would pause here. Because yesterday was such a left note, like a lot of back and forth. There's no like hourly bullish PD array or anything. He has already retraced to this 15-minute, made that 15-minute London low. That's why I don't really like this retracement here. We're going to have expansion. I thought we were in expansion mode. We're not. So, seems like it's in reversal mode. For the downside, like, what are you targeting to the downside? I think you just have to take a standard deviation, maybe. This is the leg that went up. Again, I said that I'm bullish only, so I don't really want to flip my bias on this. Don't want to. But maybe I can do that as like maybe an area where things can pause. If we reach a standard deviation of this leg to the downside. We hit 0.5 on NASDAQ. Where am I? Oh, there's like 8:30 open, 10 a.m. open. Okay. That, and then we'll have 10 a.m. That's like the last chance for any bullishness, is if maybe 10 a.m. candle takes out previous hourly low or some sort of liquidity, and then it has some upside. But the way that things have been going doesn't look so good for the bulls. A steady grind up, if you look at the 4-hour. Tanya, you have equal lows at 25,500 on NASDAQ, do we? Remember, that's not a bad observation. I know. I'm sure that a lot of people thought these lows were going to get taken yesterday, because I went short or didn't feel like comfortable going long here. Yeah, maybe they got taken. It's also a -1 standard deviation of this push-up. And it's a pretty round number. You know what they say, don't put your stop at a round number. 25,500. No, when this did close above this bearish FEG, but it never created any sort of displacement to the upside. Looks so weak. I wonder if Jade Cap has held his longs. I mean, he's been in long since like 350, 360. I wonder if he ended up. Oh, I'm gonna ask him later, because we were both in longs on Monday. Monday I ended up taking profit at the end of the day, because I didn't want to swing, but I ended up, respecting that stop, and never came back to the 300s. 350s. Came back to like 400. Someone said NAS might go to weekly open. Yeah, maybe. The weekly open is here. 500s are here. There are equal lows there, and this is like -1 standard deviation. So you do actually have some confluences here. A couple of confluences lining up for some potential shorts. Like before I was like, I don't know where the shorts will be targeting. Maybe there. Maybe that's a good area. I don't think I can get into the shorts though. It's kind of too late. Already took London low. Did ES take London low yet? Yeah, it just did. Like maybe if it came back into here, into this 15-minute bearish FEG and started failing. So the blue area I have is a 4-hour inversion from here. Granted, we really didn't, like, we would close above it here, but we really retrace a ton this day on Tuesday into this 4-hour bullish fair value gap. And this was pretty sloppy too on Wednesday. I think though that was yesterday, and that was because of that news. So yeah, we failed at this high, this 4-hour buy side I had marked out. Yeah, I mean, on the 4-hour structure is still bullish. It's just, unless we close back, invert this, I would still consider it bullish. You hang out at the 50% of the 1-hour range. Yeah, we're literally back. I hate it when we come back in the middle of ranges like this, really. Yep. Good point. Klaus Stradamus. Someone said, what the F is this price action, LMAO? I know, right? We had a dump at the first 5 minutes. Literally the first 5 minutes of the day. What the heck? First 5 minutes, you have a 170-point dump, and then you have trash. You have 20 minutes inside of a 80-point range. Someone said it's Keith Lowe mixed with Nostradamus. Cool. No, wasn't that guy the... No, that's Rasputin. Nostradamus was like the guy like trying to predict the future. NFP week ain't it? Says Richard. Yeah, I know, right? Can I elaborate my watermark? Patience, precision, grace. Patience for entries. Try to be precise on the entry, meaning like not chasing. And then grace for like give yourself grace and, you know, stay even keeled when things don't go your way. God bless the USA. Mm. Nas might go to weekly open. Yeah, maybe. We just took out new low die. And ES also took out London low, created that 15-minute inversion, 15-minute FEG. What the heck is this? I mean, 66% of us were bullish. Oh boy. What you gonna do when they come for you? So did everyone flip bearish? Let me ask the chat now. What's your bias now? Put it in the polls up, polls up. Yeah, this is a slow grind lower. It's not anything making me like think, whoa. You get a huge push down in first 5 minutes, but then that's meh. And like I said, I feel like it's too late to short. I would not want to short within, like, for example, this little FEG. I just don't want to do that. This could end up retracing into a 5 minute or 15 minute up here. So I wouldn't feel comfortable putting my stop at there personally. You're pretty much hanging by a thread though. Feels like not much volume in the market. People that like look at volume. Is there anyone in the chat? What's the volume like today? Not Tanya, look at daily candle. Okay. It's down. Top step down again, question mark, says Lewis. Dude, you guys got to get off top step. I mean, how many times does it need to, the technical difficulties have to happen? They made a big boo-boo when, I mean, allegedly, from sources such as the CTO, the former CTO of Top Step X, I mean, whatever it is, Project X, which Top Step does own, he stepped down, he resigned because he said that they basically like cleaned house of his whole team and then try to save money by like hiring people, I think, from overseas. That's allegedly what happened. And then he resigned because he was like, they just cleaned house to save money. Like, obviously, that makes his old job harder if he built it and then now he has to retrain so many people. And so now that's why they're having issues. They like literally have a whole new technical team that doesn't know the product as well. Okay, they cooked themselves. Yeah, that's what Cap the Great says. They legit cook themselves. 41% of you guys are still bullish, more than bearish. 38%. Their API is also garbage. Yeah, the main reason why I never tried Top Step X, because they even offered me a free account when they came out with it, right? Because they're like, oh, let's give all the influencers free accounts so they could help push this new platform. And that's back when they had multiple platforms. I never want to use a platform owned by the prop firm. There's conflict of interest there, you guys. That's why I always choose NinjaTrader or Tradeovate, because they don't own the prop firm. What about Tradeify new rules, daily payout? Yeah, they just came out with their, I think it's called Flex, right? They got daily payouts. They're competing with TPT. FTC examines. Sorry, it's called Select. Lucid came out with their Flex plan, which is also no scaling and no consistency rules in funded. I'm trying out Lucid Flex accounts. For Tradeify, I still have my straight to funded ones. Okay, FTC examines whether TP-Link misled US consumers on the China split. Yeah, the Project X is down. Looking at Twitter, somebody made a joke. That's someone's tweet says, I'm going to make a website called Project X Uptime to alert the community on the days Project X is actually up. That's hilarious. Is Project X down? Question mark should be the name of the website. I mean, they messed up on daylight savings like twice. Like, what was it? They closed everyone's positions at 3 p.m. or something, or 3:10. Is that what happened that day? Trying My Funded Futures now. Yeah, that's a good prop firm. They like pay out in milliseconds. Yeah, look at this. This is like such a small candles in this, and it did respect this. Now we might end up dropping to these lows. Just the way. Where are my volume people? Okay, 42% of you guys are still bullish, which is hilarious. Even though this moved down. 38% bearish, 21% neutral. Starting to get like the McDonald's ice cream machine. Yeah, they just don't want to clean it. That's why they say that the ice cream machine's not working, because they got to clean that like every day. And so on a day they don't want to clean it. They're just not gonna run it. Or if it's like late at night, they already cleaned it. They're not gonna clean it again. It's like a bunch of parts and they don't want to take it out. So that's the answer to the McDonald's ice cream machine. We want drop. It's wild. It's funny. We want drop. We want drop. Proud to be an American, so at least I can be free. Let's see. Yeah, the Apex sale's over. Now you have Tradeify 40% off select plans. Looks like it, yeah, it reversed that. I mean, this is disgusting. Type L in the chat if you think the price action is disgusting right now. I haven't taken a trade yet today. Yeah, I want to see you guys spam the L button. Mr. Smith says it's beautiful. You're the only one that thinks so, Mr. Smith. Paul Bus says no, it's perfect. All days of December have been ass. It's the 4th day. Yeah, for me, December was ass so far. Well, yesterday was good because I just tried to, well, it still took forever to get back up. This is what happens when too many of us are bullish. They just like decide to, they're like, all right, drop it. They're like, we're not going to give them any easy trade. Mr. Smith says, because I'm on demo though. So you only think the price action's easy because you're on demo? Isn't that the way it goes? Everything's easy when you're on a paper account. You got no money on the line. Do I think January huge sell-off? I'm not thinking that far ahead right now. I'm kind of just thinking about December right now. In January, sometimes what people do is they don't want to take, they want to defer their profits from stocks that they made this year to next year, so they don't pay taxes on those gains this year. So then they wait until January to sell positions. So that's what sometimes happens there. It's called the January effect, if you want to search that up. That's mostly, it's more prevalent in the small caps, so like RTY. Where can you get my glasses? It's in the bio. It's in the description. RA Optics. Vincent said you were neutral. He took a short at open. He's targeting 4-hour wicks. All the way down here. All right, good luck. I mean, look at the 5 here. 3, 2. Oh my gosh. Thing is, it's still like, even on the short, like let's say if someone was short here, stop here, they would be in this trade for 13 minutes, 14 minutes in consolidation. ES just took a low. It's not dropping like quickly. Let's take a look at the ATR. Silkos, I don't get the joke. Silkos, you trying to roast me? What was I doing just now? I was gonna do something, man, chat. I was looking at the daily. Oh, ATR. Yeah, look how much volatility has dropped down. heavily. 377 on NASDAQ. And ES 70 points. What was the range yesterday on ES? Only 50 points. And yesterday on the NASDAQ, I think it was 250 or maybe 270. 263. Smaller ranges than usual. Today we've moved 190. Wow, this is so ugly. ES, look, there's just literally no FEG after London low. It's just this tiny 5-minute one here. We have 15-minute above here. That's why I'm not, chat, I'm not like taking a short here. It could retrace all the way back up to here if it wanted to. If it suddenly, got some legs, but last 20 minutes we certainly haven't done much. ES just like took new low of day and NASDAQ didn't, so maybe that will give it some legs to go up higher. We need to just really start to see some sort of. And also it could just be, go up higher to the 15, like I said earlier. Can come back up to here. Where's the 15-minute FEG? I mean, if we just take out this range, this whole range of the day, 50% is over here. Gotta come all the way back up to the inversion. Let's see 10 a.m. Right, I said that the last chance was, 10 a.m. ES took out the previous hourly low, right? NASDAQ actually didn't. There is an SMT there. That previous 4-hour low or no? Yeah, it is previous 4-hour low. NASDAQ SMT. It would need to start doing something here. Like now. I didn't need to get convinced for long. You have break of a high on the 1 minute for ES. NASDAQ, I guess. Not really. Yeah, the fact it's dropping like this, it's just, what the heck? Is this gonna hold on the NASDAQ? Will it make another? This looks real ugly, I don't know. I'm sort of tempted. You think though, we have like a massive 5-minute up here. I think I'd rather see a little bit more energy to the upside before I try a long. I really don't want to be stuck in a consolidation. All right. We're starting to see more energy. I'm going to try to longs. $45s. 45. This is actually where I want to enter more, so I actually can afford to buy a little bit more. Okay. See how this holds? So I was looking at this 1 minute here. Well, clearly right away I'm in drawdown. The fact that it's already come all the way back down here is like trashy. Not God help me. That's lovely. When you enter and immediately you regret it. That was hilarious. That was funny. Jesus Christ. Okay. Like they waited for me to get long there. That was hilarious. Alright, whatever. They really did. They waited for me to get long. Alright, well, I'll get along again if we take out these equal lows and then invert this. That's it. Did we take out? We took out these equal lows, though. We actually don't need to take out these. Took out these. Hmm. Alright, I would try longs just one more time if that ends up being a manipulation. If I got manipulated out before the real move. Just need to see how many contracts would that be? Okay. They had a clear house first. If they could make it above this swing high, I mean, that's a breaker. Trying to get in there. Alright. Okay. I'm in my full position. Maybe that's what we needed. We need to get stopped out first. Maybe I needed to do that manipulation first. If this doesn't work out, like, yeah, I'm done for the day. But I think this should be better. I mean, I like that, how fast it moved back up. You have 1 minute breakers here. You do have a 1 minute BPR here. It could retrace. I'm fine with just entering here because it isn't a discount of the whole day. And my target is like all the way up there. Truly. And more buy side up there. But I think that's good. So, breaker. You have FEGs down here. Maybe it will retrace a little bit. I'm still in anyway because the RR is fine for me. I would like ES to show some strength. So it can drop. I think the 2 minute here is pretty clean for it to drop into here. It could drop into there. If I was a more patient person, I'd probably wait for that. But after getting stopped out like that and it coming back up, I want to get in. Yeah, now I just wait. The 2 minute looks cleaner. This is a whole 1 minute stacked. I think I'd rather do this. See this? Turn that. Bullish. Bullish FEG and unicorn. It's not like totally, it's lined with the bottom part of the breaker, which is why I'm kind of just longing here. See more speed. I mean, it looks good. ES is going up. Okay, it is. We are going up there too. Be nice to see more energetic candles to the upside, right? Yeah. I think that's a setup. I'm in this trade. Now we just wait. Could do one of two things. It could start flying up back up to the upside, which would be lovely, or it could consolidate and then slowly drop lower, which would, obviously suck for me. But I'm looking for more upside. Looks like it did hold that breaker so far pretty well. Maybe it could retrace a little bit more, maybe sweep this low into this area if it wanted to. But obviously I prefer big candles to the upside. Yeah, we started looking like on the 5. Yeah. That would be nice. Not bad. 15 also not bad. I want this 15-minute candle to be really strong then, right? Don't want it to like just dip into here and start wicking us. Where's the whole from here to here, where's 50%? Up to here. Yeah. ES. I'm okay if we keep small candles near these highs. I think that's a good sign. You know, if we stay just consolidating near that breaker high, near my entry, essentially, that's a good thing. So I'd be happy if I'm like sort of break even for a few minutes. All right, now we really want to see this get taken out with a displacement. And so far we are looking good. Much better than the last trade where I immediately went. It was like, you, Tanya Long, let's drop it, right? Sometimes getting stopped out like that and immediately coming up like that, though, is like, whatever, it gives me confidence to hold to this trade. I'm holding this trade until the high. I mean, it would be nice if I could find a way to pyramid in and have like trail a stop and add to the position, but I don't know if that's gonna present itself very well. Yeah, I'm holding this. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, backup would be nice. SMR. Let's see if it will be clean though. See the 5 minute. Looks good. Let me see. Let's check Twitter just in case some news did come out. No, it's just market manipulation. I could add more. I have to pull back from 643. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I could. I need to see, though, like, for me to add more. I would like to move my stop up if I add more. So this is the SMR, and then this is first accumulation. You have a FEG here. And I want to see this swing take out that. And then, you know, could bring it back, bring my stop up to here. It's tough. Because this is a low with liquid with an imbalance below it. That's why I don't really feel that good about doing that. I would need to see some sort of better swing low, I guess. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. The 5 minute making an FEG here. I mean, it would be nice to add there. Maybe I could add there, and then within that trade, whatever I add, I can put a tighter stop. Kind of like a trade within a trade. Maybe. It didn't hit the swing high yet. Make it count, play it safe, don't look back, don't hesitate. This 15-minute looks pretty good. Your ES did come back into its 1 minute here. This was his previous inversion. I'm getting rid of that. Also has a 5 minute even lower here for ES though. Okay. I could probably, yeah, I could bring my stop below the breaker. And then I could afford to have 23 of them. Wow, it's a big difference. I'm gonna put it below this candle. I created that inversion. What's this low? 43.75. Okay, I'll put it at 43. And then let's see, I can have here 92. If I add some there, it would be probably 15. So then the average would average out to around here. I literally can't add too much because I already have enough risk on. I'm gonna like add like 3 or something. Yes, it's retracing. All right, I added 3. Back to that breaker. I'm fine with this. Yes, reach down into its lower 5-minute also. You guys think it's gonna be like yesterday? This back and forth. I feel like I'm giving it a lot of room. I am. I put it below this. This was the 1 minute that made that upside. So if I'm wrong, then the bears are right, and I'm okay with that. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I wanted to look at this for a second. Hopefully we don't come back into the midpoint of that. I would think, yeah, if we're holding strong, this should be where we get more people coming in and buying. So if we just collapse from here, whatever, I'm wrong on the long side. This is the last line of the sand, essentially. See what happens. I do like that we created equal highs up here. Come on, where are the bulls? Where are the bulls? I like that it's wicking. And chill. Nothing I can do right now. I added where I wanted to add. I did not like choke my stop. So this is the last line in the sand. Looks like we are wicking there, so that's a good sign. Now it would be good to see more energy to the upside, start, inverting this back to the upside, come back above my break even and start going back to, what is it? Going back to the green. Let's see. That's ideally what we want to see now. I just want to see it invert that. Can we get some green candles? Can we? Can we get some green? We need to see some green like now, honestly, because it just stopped the line in the sand and it wicked it. I actually want to see, I want to see consolidation here. I want to see upside. It's 10:55 chat. Oh boy. 10:55, 10:50 macro. I hate that it's staying here. Why do we have to be like this? Seriously. I'm literally thinking about, I don't know. No, I'll keep it. I'll keep it. Let's see it from here to here. Literally my stop is below 786. So this is what trading is. It's like agonizing sometimes. You think that it's gonna take quick to your TP. Sometimes it just doesn't. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna hold this. I'm not gonna do anything. If I'm wrong about the upside, that's okay. I hold this and cut it, and then it like reverses, and I never get back in, and yeah. We're back in the zone of last line in the sand. The 2 minute, what's the low of the 2 minute candle? Yeah, it is below that. Yeah, 43.75. Okay. Well, I'm still in this. I'm still in this. For now. What happened to the 5 minute here? Ew. If this was gonna be really good, it would have just tapped into this and went higher. But it came all the way back down. Oh, it's back in 5 minute OB. Like I said, it's pretty much the last line in the sand area. I hate how we're just staying here. Okay, now truly, that's the last line of the sand. It wicked it. It literally wicked this 30-second OB. If we go lower than that, then I'm effed. We went lower than that wick. I don't know what's happening. All I know is like this is hell. I feel like if that ever traced this much, there's going to be people giving up on the longs. And the fact that we're hanging around here, I'm sad about this. Well, I'm sad. The longs didn't work. I'm like honestly sad about it. I'm actually sad about it. I'm actually sad, chat. I'm sad. L in the chat. Congrats to the Bears. I don't know. Yeah, I'm actually sad about that. I mean, we took previous hourly low, went long. I could have, you know, some people would put stop break even, etc. I honestly wanted to give it the room, thinking that it's going to be a high resistance, move up higher. But oh well. I even added. I was pretty confident in this trade. I even added. Well, and there goes the new low of the day. We're going to get to the 2500s. Oof, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm sad. I'm sad. Oh well. I'm just sad about price action not going my way. That's it. It's not really anything else. Yucky. Yuck, yuck, yuck. We did hang around here too much. I said I wanted it reverse. I mean, maybe I could have been really nimble about it, but I did want to just give it the room. I did size accordingly, so that's just it. Went below this, and then it effed me over. There are no more people that wanted to come in for the longs. Oh well. Congrats to the Bears. I'm actually sad. I don't know. Yeah, there's nothing for me to do. I'm not going to take another trade. I gave it so much room there. I'm just wrong about the longs. It really did get me wanting to go long. L's in the chat. L's in the chat. I'm like, I don't know. This price action, yeah, whatever. The bears are right then. It retraced to here. Bearish breaker. So people that wanted those 500, maybe they'll get it. It's not what I wanted. I wanted to play like yesterday for reversal back to the upside. Yeah. Not disappointing. Oh, chat, what are we gonna do? Honestly, I feel like starting now until the new year, I'm gonna go with smaller sizing until I get my mojo back or until price action comes back on my side. Someone said chill out. This is my way of chilling out. I'll trade. What do you trade? Somebody said sorry. Good idea though. Yeah. Keep well. Thank you, Shalom. Thanks, chat. Oh, chat is being so nice to me. Thank you. Major comeback coming soon. Yeah. That motivates me always. It's like, okay, whatever. The comeback's always greater than the step back, and always feels better. He has to make a new low. I mean, there's no way I'm gonna try another long here. We really lost all momentum. I don't even think I'm gonna trade. No, I'm not trading the afternoon either. We'll come back tomorrow. Tomorrow, do we have news? I'm sad about this. What the hell? Not, at least, it's better to be kind of sad and disappointed in price action than being rage mode. Tomorrow's PC at 10. Okay. Yeah, starting tomorrow, I'm taking smaller sizing. I don't care if it takes a bit longer to, make back what I lost. It's just the price action is not going my way. So until it starts until I start getting a few more wins and like get back into the groove of things or price action cleans up a bit, I don't think there's a point. Yeah, I think my entries are fine. I wanted this upside. Yeah, it's just a little disappointing, but it's okay. Not much I can do there. Yeah, I don't know. 1050 macro didn't want to go my way. Yeah, 1050 was here. It went back down. It didn't complete though to the equal lows yet. Mm. Honestly, it would have been different if after taking this low, made it like another bearish FEG, then I'd be like, oh yeah, it might go down lower. But yeah, it did consolidate here, and I said I wanted it to basically just shoot up from here, and it did not. What's the volume today? Whatever. I feel like yeah, there were a lot of people out were looking for bullishness. I mean, I went in for at the breaker. The breaker. I don't fault myself with this. I don't. Sometimes you just take the L. Sometimes you take a couple L's in a row, to be honest with you. It's like it's not straight up. Dude, I really thought that it was gonna stay intact like this. Because yesterday, I mean, why did yesterday, when I'm not on the stream, this worked out well? It was sloppy as hell, but it kept the 5-minute lows in. Kept this from 10:35. They came out and said it was fake news, and they kept this low in. Yeah. I'm trying to think about. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have even taken a stab at things, considering I wanted this to stay intact from the morning, and it inverted. Went lower. I mean, I tried. Yeah, whatever. Something to think about. Or maybe just take smaller sizing. I'll just see. I'm gonna start taking smaller sizing if my game plan from pre-market isn't panning out the way it is, the way I think it is. I'll take like half sizing because it's not worth it anymore. This 4-hour consolidation, 4-hour looking ass. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, I lost $3K. $2,955. Yeah, it's never fun when you take 2 losses in a row. That's where people start tilting, though. That's where people start tilting. So, always got to be careful. Not let yourself start tilting. You gotta, that's why I'm like literally taking the time to cool down right now. Like, for example, a way that someone might tilt is, oh shit, they got stopped out of the long here. Okay, it's time to just completely flip to shorts here and like try to go for that. And then, you know, they got a terrible entry and then they're in drawdown here and then they end up cutting it. Like there's a million ways that things could go wrong. Man. Yeah, I'm gonna start cutting my risk in half because I'm starting to get annoyed at price action. And it'll just make things less pressure for me for streaming wise. Yeah. I was right at 12. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I could do. Take the L. I was not right on the bullish bias. I said I wanted bullish only, so at least I'm happy I followed that. Let me think. I think maybe the first trade I could have waited for something a little bit better displacement wise, or taking out these highs or something like that, because I immediately got stopped out of that. This one I'm really happy with. I'm happy with the second trade. I mean, he hasn't even taken out the low yet. This is kind of just foo-foo. It's gonna just, yeah, that was the best time for me to step away, because it's probably gonna end up doing this for the rest of the session. Do this for the rest of the session. Yeah. This is my sad face. Yeah, dude, sometimes it just doesn't go your way, whatever. I mean, this looked so good. It literally looked like accumulation, manipulation. I thought it was going to be distribution. But it's just a continuation from this. So, whatever, got the wrong bias. On to the next. Tomorrow's Friday, and tomorrow I'm going to take lower sizing. And literally, actually, the thing to do is write it here. Go to tomorrow in the space, and then write it here. Yeah, I'm gonna take half sizing until I make back what I lost like the last 2 days. So it would need to be like 2 wins in a row or something like that. It's like 1 win, 2 R would make up. Actually, it would make up half. Yeah, make up half of what I lost if I did a half size and 2 R would make up 1 R today. So, yeah, if I make back half of what I lost yesterday I made back money, but I'm just thinking about stream wise. So, yeah, I need like 2 wins or like plus 4 R essentially. And then I'll go back to my regular sizing, or maybe I'll just stay. Well, actually, no. Like I said, I'm gonna do it until I feel like price action's looking better. Because honestly, this is weird shit going on today. Yeah. Yeah, ES didn't even hit this low. Now we're back in this middle of this range. So I think that's what's gonna end up happening. Yeah, I'm sad. Let's see. Let me see if my assistant texted me any questions or concerns people have. I'm like, Tanya, when you get your first run of success, is it hard to stay process oriented instead of outcome? Yeah, because you can get euphoric. You can get euphoric, even like me, like, oh, thinking, oh, this went first in my favor. Well, I wasn't so euphoric here. I didn't want to add, and that's fine. But yeah, yeah. Once you're on a win streak, you got to be careful, because you don't want to start doubling your size or sizing up too early, because that's literally when the losing streak hits you. Like, as soon as you go on a little bit of a win streak, the market decides to humble you, and like it all comes down to process after that. Thanks, Fanny Trades. You're the best. You're sweet. Whatever. Market kicked my ass today. That's all I can say. Kind of, don't know. Congrats to the Bears, but also, honestly, a ton of Bears got stopped out here. When we dropped here, so many people put their stops there. So I thought this was going to be a breaker block. I thought people were going to mitigate their positions. So, yeah, I don't know. It didn't take this high yet to make me worry about an SMT or anything. So, whatever. It really is shitty price action. Like, we're back in the middle of this range. Like, Yeah. I'm just gonna close my charts and come back tomorrow. And that's it. That's all you could do. Make sure I don't go into another trade for no reason. Like I don't know. Let's go for a walk. Yeah. So shout out to the chat who hangs out with me through good and through bad, because now we are really in a rough patch. Honestly, we're in a rough patch right now. And that's all I can say. It's just like the comeback's always greater than the setback, and I'm not worried about things. But yeah, just got to be careful going forward not to get tilted or not to oversize. So that's why I'm going smaller now. So have a great day. Don't be a degenerate. Don't try not to get tilted. If you need to step away from your charts, just step away, go for a walk. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to literally leave my building now and get a breath of fresh air, because this market just pissed me off. So it didn't piss me off, but you just got to go touch some grass. All right. Ciao, Bella.